Hello, wonderful people. I'm Gail Cruz from Wonderbot Animals. And here is a tiny 3-pawed rescue kitten refuses to let go of the woman who saved her life. Before we begin, make sure to click the like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification button for more amazing videos. The runt of a litter is the smallest and most vulnerable of the whole family. A runt is a member which is significantly smaller or weaker than the others. Even among domestic animals, runts often face rejection. For Polly the cat, being the runt almost cost her her life. Polly and her siblings showed up at a shelter one day out of the blue. When the Las Vegas shelter volunteers took them in, they were seriously worried about the condition they were in. The shelter, Rescued Treasures Cat Cafe, immediately put them in foster care to get them the help they needed. Of the 4 siblings that were placed in foster care, Polly was the smallest. All her siblings were much larger than she was, making them healthier and more hardy. When the shelter saw how small Polly was in comparison, they were worried. After the 4 kittens were placed in foster care, they hoped Polly's health would improve. Usually, a good home and treatment are enough to help most kittens recover and get back to normal. Sadly, Polly's health continued to decline. Each day, the little cat worsened, especially since her size wasn't giving her any advantages. Polly was extremely underweight and fragile, Laika told Love Meow, recalling how she privately worried this kitten might already be too far gone. Patricia Laika was a volunteer rescuer that had a lot of experience with critically ill kittens. When Laika got a good look at the kitten, she knew it wasn't good. The little cat was having issues with its respiratory tract and was so weak she could barely do anything herself. She had very low blood levels and an upper respiratory infection, Laika recalled. We started her on antibiotics and around-the-clock critical care protocol. She was so weak and fading that it worried me it was too late. When Polly was 6 weeks old, she only weighed half a pound. The emaciated and weak kitten was so small that she would barely be noticed in an outstretched hand. Even with the tough circumstances, Laika saw how determined the little cat was. No matter what, she would purr and loved being held by her rescuers. Polly actually got her name because of one of her feet, or lack thereof. Laika was the one who named her little kitten Polly. On her right back leg, she actually didn't have a paw. Without a paw, the name seemed to fit perfectly. Polly didn't seem to mind at all. With continued care and love, Polly slowly started to make a recovery. The progress was painstakingly slow, but eventually, the kitten started to make a recovery. While the progress was slow, they suddenly had a breakthrough. One day, Polly got up and started running and jumping around. As soon as she felt better and had more energy, she came out of her shell and started to play, Laika said. Despite the lack of a paw and the rough start to life, Polly doesn't let it affect her at all. She is now as happy as any kitten can be and loves to snuggle and hug her foster mom. With the incredible care of Laika and others, the little kitten now has a wonderful life and the hope of a loving family in her future.